This is Joe Wayne with InstinctForSurvival.com. Wow. Folks, I am so happy to be reporting on this story on this day. On this Saturday, which is indeed a V for Victory Saturday. Victory for we, the free, of mind, body, and spirit. We, the people, not them, those corporations, not them, those international killer globalists that wish only to profit at the detriment of humanity. Well, today is a banner day, folks. It is a banner day indeed. For today, the itty-bitty state of Vermont has slain the giant, the genetically modified giant, the GMO giant, Monsanto, and every other big agri company that is not doing what it does because it wants to feed the world. No, big agri does what it does to profit, all the while killing humanity as they profit off of our blood, sweat, and tears. Well, today, Vermont has truly slain the GMO Goliath. Now, Vermont can truly stand tall and wear their state motto as a banner. And what is their state motto? Freedom and unity. Freedom and unity. Freedom and unity. Without one, the other cannot exist. Because until we all get together to fight the real enemies of humanity, which is not your brother, your sister, your mother. No, it is the globalist corporations, the international corporations that would rather profit than feed, would rather poison than put on a pedestal. You know, and the ones they should be putting on a pedestal are the consumers who buy and have bought their poisons for years, as the big food companies have claimed that their poison was in fact food. Now we know better. So it seems that the little tiny state of Vermont, the little David that slain the Goliath, the GMO Goliath, wow, they really have done God's work today, folks. This story is dated again March 19th, 11:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Comes out of AP. Tiny Vermont brings food industry to its knees on GMO labeling. General Mills' announcement that it will start labeling products that contain genetically modified ingredients to comply with a Vermont law shows food companies might be throwing in the towel, even as they hold out hope Congress will find a national solution. Tiny Vermont is the first state to require such labeling effective July 1st, 2016. Its fellow New England states of Maine and Connecticut have passed laws that require such labeling if other nearby states put one into effect first. The U.S. Senate voted 48-49 Friday against a bill that would have blocked such laws. Such state laws. The food industry is holding out hope that Congress will prevent states from requiring such labeling. Some companies say they plan to follow Vermont's law, while others are considering pulling their products from the small state. Good luck on that. The Grocery Manufacturers Association has called for a national solution instead of what it says is a patchwork of confusing and costly state labeling laws. It has also challenged Vermont's law in court, asking that the law be blocked until the case is resolved. That request was denied on its appeal. No shit, Sherlock. And let me tell you why it was denied on appeal. Let me tell you why the U.S. Senate voted 48-49 against that bill. Let me tell you why the Congress will not and is forbidden from stepping in to this food fight, this national food fight. It's a little thing called the 10th Amendment. And the 10th Amendment clearly states that unless a law is written and codified within the U.S. Constitution, well, if it is not strictly given to the feds, the federal government, then that law goes back to the states to decide. So anything that the United States crony capitalist government, I have nothing against capitalist, hell, I am a capitalist, but I do have a big beef with the political cronies, the corporate cronies, right? I have a big beef with those bastards. Well, the 10th Amendment clearly says that if the powers that you are seeking are not specifically in the Constitution giving to the federal government, then they revert to the states to decide. Let me tell you something. Looks like we're about to have national food labeling because the big food companies are forbidden, folks. They can't just take their products off of one state's grocery shelves. It's illegal. It is illegal to try to starve the people of Vermont until they give in to your demands. Not gonna happen. And now that Vermont has been successful, folks, in slaying the GMO giants, now they have been successful, these food companies are going to have to label all of their food, all of their poison they're going to have to convert to food or label it as poison, right? Attaboy, Vermont. Attaboy. Thank you for being the David to the GMO Goliath. Thank you for standing up and standing in the breach. Thank you for not giving in to the killers of humanity once again. Thank you for standing up for humanity. Thank you for standing up for the U.S. Constitution because, folks, the United States of America, not the corporation, not the United States, but the United States of America, which is the Republic of the United States of America, a constitutional republic. We are not a democratic republic. We are a constitutional republic. And why are we a constitutional republic? Because our republic is rooted in law, supreme law, that cannot be changed unless you go through the legally recognized process of amending the Constitution. And if you don't, well, let me tell you something, then it's illegal. Obama and his amnesty dictates has just shown us that fact. They're still held up in court. That amnesty will never be codified into law because guess what? An executive order, any executive order, is not law. The representative of our country is not the king of our country. They have to abide by the Constitution as it is written, just like you and I do. They are constrained by the founders. They're constrained because, guess what? We had a revolution against King George, not to then just supplant another king in place of that king. No, we had that revolution because the people finally had to be given a voice. Because none of these nation states, none of these locales, none of these little communities can do a single thing. They can't do anything without the support, not only the financial support, but the moral support of the country, of the people. The federal government does not produce anything. They grow and grow and grow based on the financial assistance that we, the people, give them voluntarily. Because guess what? The IRS and income tax is illegal in the Constitution. But that doesn't stop the criminals from continually attempting to commit more crimes against the Constitution. And nothing will until they are all jailed and brung up on charges. Every last one of them. Okay? They should have to prove that they are honoring their oath rather than pissing and shitting all over the supreme law of our land. That is not a moving, growing document. No. It is a firm, foundational document that cannot be changed unless we, the people, agree to that change in the amendment process. Well, I'm going to go ahead and shut this video down. I can go on and on and on, but I will stop myself before I bore you guys to tears. I am just really, really happy today that, wow, a very good sign for America that we are doing the correct thing. You know, since murder is illegal, ingesting poison causes death. Genetically modified organisms are just that, poison, because they weren't designed by God. They were manipulated by man. And anything that is made by or manipulated by man is poison. It is an aberration. It is not of God or nature. It is of evil, evil, evil men and women. This is Joe Wayne with InstinctForSurvival.com. Good day. This is Joe Wayne with InstinctForSurvival.com. Wow. Folks, I am so happy to be reporting on this story. Not them, those international killer globalists that wish only to profit at the detriment of humanity on this day, on this Saturday, which is indeed a V for victory Saturday. Victory for we, the free, of mind, body, and spirit. We, the people, not them, those corporations.